So, uh, here's added context, I guess. So, I've suffered with mental health issues my entire life. I think I started feeling suicidal maybe around the fifth grade. But I was never hospitalized for that kind of shit until I was in like sophomore year of high school. But I had close calls before then. I was, yeah, I've just struggled with mental health my whole life. I've been hospitalized for suicidal ideation, like, or just like self harm, like five times. Uh, Once as an adult, five times, and then once as so six times. Um, I never really had like a full year of high school because of that. I spent most of the time I had in high school in and out of mental health facilities because I was just like fucking losing my mind. um, the reason I have a lot of mental health issues is a plethora of shit. I had a really difficult relationship with my dad for a while, which is like whatever. I fixed it, but kind of recently that shit uh, has reached an incredible low, like a comedic low. Like it's so fucking funny. Um, so lighting's kind of goofy. Whatever. Um, yeah. I was sexually abused and like trafficked as a little kid. Um, and it was bad. I was raped like a billion fucking times, and it was bad. It was bad. Not by my family or anything. It was at school, which is cool. I was a elementary student. Um, and they took videos of me, which is interesting. Which means there's child porn of me somewhere on the internet. That I'm just like not aware of. Whatever. When I was like a kid, I used to like. When I was like not a kid, when I was like a teenager, I used to like try to like find myself. Which means I'm probably on like a list somewhere. um, but I used to try to find that because I was just like, it's such a bizarre thing to even like think about. I don't know. There's some old dude out there somewhere masturbating to me as a elementary school student. Um, Most of my life I felt inadequate, and I've spent a vast majority of it trying to make the people around me happy. I love everyone who's ever come into my life. There's only like one person that I truly hate, and I'm probably gonna talk about them at some point because I think it's really funny. That'll be a fun little story time. Um, but I've spent most of my life just trying to please the people around me, and I kind of became this robot. Because of my dad and because of other things, I never really felt like I was allowed to feel anything. Also, just because I'm a dude living in the United States, which is not to say that I'm not like I'm not being like men have it like I'm not like men have it so much worse. I'm not like a fucking Andrew Tate uh scumbag, but like damn, my brain is ADHD is fun. Um I don't know. Life just sucks. Like I remember being a kid and like when I would be listening to like the radio, I would hear these like radio infomercials about how men are scary, and it was just really weird because I'm like 6, and I'm hearing the radio tell me that like I'm like prone to rape people, you know, and that's not like the radio itself isn't a bad thing. It's just sad that we live in a society where that's just how people have to be like, that kind of knowledge has to be told to kids, you know? Whatever. Um, yeah, my parents are immigrants. So I'm Latino. I speak English and Spanish. That's not really that important. Um, yeah, I guess that's most of the general context for like my background. Um, Now in terms of the lore, um, I'm a musician. I play music pretty shittily. I used to be in a band called Burger. We were really shit. All of my bandmates fucking hate me now, like so much. I haven't talked to them in years, and they despise me with a burning passion, and I love them a lot. I think they're all really talented and fantastic individuals. But I don't know. Like, I want to talk to them before I die, but that's not gonna happen because they don't want to hear from me. Um, yeah, actually, most people don't want to hear from me. As soon as I got a diagnosis, almost all of my friends immediately stopped talking to me because being around me in that condition was going to be difficult, and I just wasn't worth their time. I'm not really worth most people's time. Like, I've spent most of my life, again, like I said, trying to feel like the people around me will love me as much as I love them, and it never happened. I'm gonna die knowing that I was never enough, which is fine. Um, yeah, I met this girl um earlier this year, I guess. Um, and she made me the happiest person that I'd ever been in my life, and forever just changed the way that I viewed my outlook on life and all of the hope that I have. The only reason I'm still fighting this thing are because of the memories that I shared with her. She's fucking beautiful and incredibly intelligent and just one of the most fantastic people in the world. She's my favorite person in the world. Um, she she doesn't love me anymore. In fact, she fucking hates me. She thinks that I am faking. She either thinks that I'm faking all of this for attention, or that, or she doesn't care that I'm in the position that I'm in. We dated for a little bit. Then we weren't dating, but we were very romantically involved for a while after that. And on the 23rd of September, when I got the news that I had 5 months left, she was just like, hey, I have feelings for someone else, which sucked and made me want to kill myself. After I woke up from the coma, I reached out to her just because I was like, okay, you don't like me anymore, that's fine. Like, the fact that I'm dying doesn't mean that you have to be in my life. That's not fair to you. You don't have to pretend to fucking like me just because I'm going through something. Um, and also, I was a really fucking terrible person to her when we were dating, but I'll talk about that when I talk about that. This video's what? How long? It's 8 minutes long already? Like, I don't want to ramble for too long. But I contact her. I contacted her to be like, hey, I want to say goodbye. I just want to see you one more time and uh, speak to you. We actually had stopped talking beforehand, and she let me back into her life because I was dying, and she promised me that we were going to see each other this September and watch Alien. The who the fuck is the director? I don't know. He has funny hair. The first Alien movie. I was gonna say John Carpenter, but he made The Thing. That's another really good fucking horror movie. But when we were dating, we were gonna watch Alien. We started watching it, and we never finished it. And it was kind of an ongoing joke throughout our entire relationship. And when I was talking to her right after I got the diagnosis, I was like, yeah, it kind of sucks that we never I got to finish watching Alien. She was like, no, we'll finish it. We'll finish it. That didn't happen. I waited all September to hear from her, to know if she like would be, if she was ready to see me. And I was kind of scared the whole time because I'm like, I'm dying. I don't know how much time I have left, and I want to spend as much of it as I can with you. And I ended up not spending any of it with her. But that's besides the point. That's not, none of that is, like, she's not a bad person for any of that. It just sucks. I just wanted to see her one more time. And so I sent her a text message and a couple voicemails. Maybe a couple too many, because I'm a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And she said no, which was fine. I didn't think the conversation was over. She didn't block me or anything, and I was just like, can you hear me out? She didn't say anything else, and then I got a restraining order in the mail. Or she filed one, but it got denied, and the next couple, all of October was basically just this like legal back and forth with the person I love the most in the world, which ended, she dropped it, which ended most likely because it ended in my dad beating the shit out of me. Not because of what was in the legal letters, just because they existed. He didn't even get to see what they were about. He just the fact that I'd gotten like a legal notice, he just beat the living shit out of me, and I'm already at a point where he could have killed me because of what my health is like. I'm very physically weak. My brain is fucked up. I'm like delirious and emotionally unstable, and I'm losing my fucking mind. Like right now I feel fine, but most of the time I'm absolutely off my fucking rocker. Like I feel insane. But that's besides the point. He beat the shit out of me, and then I was homeless for a little bit, which homeless in late stage kidney disease and heart disease is really fucking bad. I could have died. Like, I don't know. I ended up going to the hospital, and they were like, dude, you're really fucked, and that shortened my lifespan even more, which is why I don't think I'm gonna make it through the rest of this month. So yeah, that's a little more background. I think starting tomorrow, I'll just talk about my day to day. I maybe upload some videos where I'm just talking about stuff that's happened in my life, because I think it's interesting. Then I guess whenever anything major happens, I'll record a little video and be like, hey guys, here's an update on the fucking I'm dying drama. I'll start uploading like Sunny V2. Yeah. Anyways, Pyrocynical, if you ever see this, thanks for like thanks for being funny. Make Petscop 2, or I'm gonna touch you